Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WrestleDeath podcast. My name is Rich. And of course, we have the co-host of co-hosts, the voice of the vinyl. We got Joe Beisler in
Goddamn
the
right.
building. And tonight's very special guest, a very good friend of ours. We have Jasmin St. joining us tonight. Jasmine, how are you?
I'm awesome. I had such a good time this weekend. I felt as though um it was like I felt like I knew everybody there, like aside from you and Joe, obviously, and like Drake and Danny and Veronica and Justin. I just felt like I knew everyone there. That's how lovely they were. I just had a blast at two amazing shows, and I was so honored to be on the H2O eighth year anniversary show. I love like what Matt has going on. It's cool.
Yeah, that's one of our favorite places. So it was great to see one of our favorite people in our favorite place.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's a match made in heaven, I think.
Yeah, like I said, man, everybody dug it. Everybody came out with a positive attitude. It was a fun weekend that we're definitely going to dive more into. But I just, thankful for Matt Tremont, Justin, and the whole weekend was just a blast.
Yeah, it was like an ongoing party. Like it was my first time being on a backyard show. I wasn't sure what to expect. I was not going to take my shirt off, but it was freaking hot in the ring.
Yeah,
It was
and
sweltering.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you made a bunch of little boys happy.
Are you one of them, Joe?
I said little. I'm not little anymore.
I want to say I'd love to see Angel Metro at X-Brand one day, so I'm hoping like we get her in. But I had fun like being surprises. Like that locker room was like you have Drake, that's like the head jock or the jock. Then I got to like mess with him and bully him a little bit in a very fun, loving way because it's Drake.
Yeah, we love Drake.
Yeah, I think he's done so much with his life and what he's done. And then Danny, it was great to see Danny work. I knew he was going to have a great match. It's Danny DeMonto. Malcolm was really sweet. I know he knows a lot of my friends in England. Then there's Anthrax, Chondo. It was just a great group of guys that really had each other's backs. And of course, she's hardcore with her nurse kits there, her nurse stuff, which is important. Like no other promotion has that really. I mean, Matt does, but no one has someone that goes to the shows like that with like everything. And she's like right on top of people with their stuff. But I love seeing you do your commentary. I don't know what to expect though. And then the North Korea assassin. I loved like working with legends more than anything else with Pondo, Shadow, and it was really surreal being in the same ring with them.
That was a phenomenal surprise. That whole match was a phenomenal surprise. Shout out to the assassin. Heal up, my friend.
Yeah, that was rough.
He was cutting promos in his underwear with all of his skin hanging off. So you know the dude's a tough motherfucker.
Yeah, I'd like to work with him again. Like I like the reputation of just going places and fucking shit up when I'm with knowing them, and you just gotta like come to the realization wherever I go, I'm just gonna fuck shit up whoever I get paired with because that's what I do.
Yeah, you showed it. You swing a mighty cane, ma'am.
Yeah, I felt that because the first thing that happens in the back, Danny's like, you fucked up his back. You see his back, Jazz? I'm like, what? I felt so bad. North Korean's assassin back was all bruised. I go over to him like, are you okay? Like, did I do that to your back? He's like, no, it got burned. I'm like, no, you sure? He's like, no, it's not you. It's the kerosene. I'm like, oh, crap, bro. But he'll be back, I think. I want him to come back.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
So how did the X-Brand thing come about?
I've known Justin for years. He used to be a fan. He used to come to all the 3PW shows when I owned and ran 3PW Wrestling. And, big shout out to Todd Gordon for mentoring me on bookings and how to run an organization because he and I were the best team ever. And, Justin spoke to me a few times. I wasn't sure. And then Veronica Kane called me. She's like, yeah, so we have this idea. I'm like, uh-huh. Yeah, okay. It's in a backyard. No, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. Let me think about it. Then I spoke to Justin. And, I think they have a lot of potential. So he's having me help out in the back end with things, with booking some of the talent. So we have some great ideas. There might be an angle with, a few people that we know. But I'm excited. I like being the GM. I'll be bringing in some talent from England as well for the October show that we've never had here. But I'm just basically bringing in things to help rebrand him and make it a successful promotion. Like, he has all the potential in the world, and he's really humble and just a good person. And I really like his locker room because it's like Comedy Central in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we definitely had an eclectic group of characters this weekend, and like I said, having fun definitely helps.
Yeah, it was just weird where it was. It's like, this is how most horror movies start, and someone gets killed, or this is like something out of Deliverance. So what am I missing?
Oh, I got to take her to POR one day.
No. We're good.
Yes.
We're good. No. I saw POR a video because JJ Allen came on my live stream, and I'm like, no, we're good. You see, driving. No, we're good. No,
it's straight up Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like there's like a gas station that looks like a barn, like about a mile and a half away. Like, yeah, it's looked like driving into Doomsday.
Is that in his backyard?
No, it's just some random spot.
Nice.
Yeah, no, we're good, I think. Yeah, I'll just watch it from here.
Okay.
I would like to see Chuck Stein at X-Brand, though, for one of the shows. I would like to see a match between him. The match I would sanction is North Korea Assassin.
Yeah.
Chuck Stein.
That'd be fun.
And pick on one more person to come in and maybe be like Big Joe.
Oh.
Or like Joe Chuck Stein, something like that.
I mean, you are the general manager. You can make this happen. And
I could fire people too.
Yeah.
See, why didn't Drake say I like sexually harassed him for saying he has a nice butt? That's like a Me Too movement right there. He has like a black girl's ass. Drake does.
There we go.
He's hot.
Now I gotta go take a double take. I haven't noticed it like that.
You gotta do a double take on Drake's butt. Like, he's hot. Like, the fact that he's single is even more like appealing now. But he's really a good talent. Like, watching him do a match, he could actually wrestle. He's a super well-skilled wrestler. I think he's undermined in so many ways, more than one. Like, he could do a match with anyone. I could see him doing a strong style. I could see him wrestling in great hardcore matches with less weaponry.
What just bringing that up, you got to just watch some of his Pro Wrestling Guerrilla stuff. I mean, he was just wrestling straight regular matches there, and he was their champ.
What do you think of Michael Servino, like, in wrestling?
I don't want to get canceled.
Mike Servino. Yeah, I like his poses right by the ring. I wonder if he just stands there like that because he has long legs, or just to like lunge back if he has to.
I think he just wants people to look at his ass.
I was looking. He's got a nice little ass.
There you
He's
go.
got a button butt.
We still don't like Servino.
What?
We like Servino outside of our podcast, but on the podcast, it's fuck Servino.
Oh, okay. What? Because he's a tall, good-looking guy. Come on, are you jealous?
No, because he was supposed to come on and didn't.
Yeah.
He's busy, like, doing his hair and being like pretty boy.
I don't know. I think he's busy all in the Asian girl DMs.
Whoa. Wait. He poses as an Asian girl?
No, I said he's in their DMs, not as their DMs.
Oh, okay.
That might be the reason why he didn't come on.
Right?
It's a time difference between there and Japan or wherever he's texting. So maybe he's like doing too much. You want to come to deathmatch shows? I can get you on shows. You can be my assistant. Yeah. But as the GM, I insist that he's there ringside at all the shows. He's really nice, and he's a lot of fun. I think he's a great person for them to collaborate with. And Justin is so humble, and he's open to ideas. So I want him to grow the brand. So I'll be at the October show at my favorite place in New Jersey, the H2O Arena. No swamp, like it wasn't. I was expecting like a swamp ass smell this past weekend. Nothing like that. It was really.
Well, not this time, at least.
Yeah, no, this was a pleasantly smelling. Actually, it was a pleasantly smelling weekend. I was surprised.
Yeah, people
Because
showered and they wore deodorant.
there was a lot of people that did all 3 shows, including myself, and we all made it.
Yeah.
They did all 3 shows. I thought a lot of people just did 2 shows.
No, which Anthrax, Stretch, Chondo, Louie, me, just as a fan.
Oh, yeah.
Like we all did all the shows.
Yeah.
Richie was at all the shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, Anthrax was really nice. He's cool. Yeah. So I like the other people he worked with, like Low Life Louie. I like seeing Homicide. I like Matt Tremont's dog, Sullivan. I just didn't think I got to see enough of Sullivan.
Sullivan is the shit.
Yeah, I could see him like running out into the ring. Imagine he jumped up in it.
That would be fun.
I'll be a manager with a manager.
Yeah, did you get a chance? Did you watch the main event that night with Casey and Neil? Man, that was good.
She's really something, huh?
She's awesome.
She is tough
She's
as nails.
funny as hell. I love her. She's really pretty too. You know what I like is how he trains his students there at the school, and is like, you see the camaraderie. It reminded me of a little bit of an ECW arena show back in the day, where it's just very close and intimate with the fans. And people just knew people. Like, but you stick out like a sore thumb. Like I told you earlier, I saw this video. I don't know where it popped up from years ago, and it's freaking Bees. You see Beasley right there in the hard. It's like, bro, you're in the hard camera, and you see, you know where the hard cameras are. Like, you do that deliberately.
Sometimes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Sometimes the people that do the seats do it on purpose.
True.
But see, we're not hard cam at H2O because like that became our corner. Like our corner is on the hard cam side, but that is like our corner. Like even Caden Monroe was on. He had just met us that day. He never met Malcolm's little brother, and he got commentary. And I even seen it now because Donald Holland told me about it. He even talks about us during that, how crazy. He called us the corner of chaos.
You know, you really are. And I thought it was great. I just really enjoyed, I enjoyed the fans at the H2O Center. They're a lot of fun. And, you know, they seem like they're grateful when they have people there doing a good job. Like they seem appreciative, like they're not spoiled. They're not dicks about it, where, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Like they were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Carrie was something, by the way.
and like I said, man, from comments I've seen and just from talking to people, they said the same about you. So
It was
a good mix. Definitely a good mix.
I love them because it's just coming back into this business after all these years, like full time. Like I'm back out there doing things. I'm gonna keep going. You know, I just want to work somewhere where I could just fuck shit up with some really cool guys.
I love that attitude.
That's it. We love to see it.
Thank you.
But
I appreciate it.
Since you're on here, though, what made you get into wrestling?
I wanted to like go viral. Like, oh my god, oh no, that's right. I did this in the 90s. I was watching wrestling growing up. So I used to like Miss Elizabeth, and I like watching women. But me and my grandmother went to the garden to see Snuka, and my first WrestleMania was Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior in Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's the first one, and I still have my jacket from that. And I would go to shows. You know, when I was a child and in my early 20s, we were going to shows as well. And I have a lot of my memorabilia. I'm not selling it. I know, like between my concert shirts and wrestling, no. Plus, when I got into wrestling originally, I was being trained by Steve Regal, a little bit when I was working for Jerry Lawler in Tennessee. But I figured like if you're a manager, you should really, like when I first did my very first ECW pay-per-view, they were training me in the ring before, right? So I listened, but it just seemed like it's the right thing to do, to train. You know, I was speaking to Francine and Dawn Marie, they said they usually show them stuff before, but it's good to have the training as a manager. So I went out of my own pocket, my own time, and I trained with the Glow Girl, like out in the freaking heat and out in a backyard. Out in Calabasas, and then after that, I just went on to Mondo Guerrero, who taught me like flips and higher flying things, psychology. So I was training with three of the best people ever and learning and then working weekends in Tennessee. I was at XPW for a little bit, then I quit, and then I went back to ECW, but I was always working in Tennessee, staying busy. Okay, yeah, I mean, it was a different stretch. I knew I'd be taking bigger bumps, which is fine because nowadays you get managers that don't train and you're not getting up for the power slam. Like I worked a match with Kat from WWE, Kat and Jerry Lawler. And we had a fun match, but I remember, we were talking, going through the match with Jerry, and he's like, why don't you just pick up for like power slam? And I just looked at them. I said, I can't lift her. He's like, no, she'll get up for you. So, which she did. And it's like a collaborative thing. And I like seeing people work like that. And those are the type of people I want to work around.
I like it.
Of course you do. Because she had chaps on.
Classy.
She was really cool. I would totally do that again. And, getting up for the power bomb with Jazz was something else because I'm taller than her. And it's a weird thing, but, she helped me beforehand. We went through it. This is why sometimes I get pissed when I see certain companies, you put a girl in the ring doing this. Why don't you go through it with her beforehand? The girl that we worked with this weekend in Peace, Love, and was it Peace, Love, and
Peace, Love, and Deathmatch.
She was really good. Like she got psychology, and I like those are the types of managers I like to work with. I like to work with people I could do things with, catfight, do spots with, and people who get it, people who sell. Plus, I think the chemistry is there and the storyline's there to come back and do something with them. I would love to work for H2O again. I would love to do their shows because I really like what Matt Tremont has going on. I love how he treats his talent, but that's somewhere I would totally consider. Revolver, GCW, of course, MLW, things like that, because there are a lot of great places out there. And I just feel as though stuff that's on TV, it's not the stuff I'd want to watch now, like when I was younger. There's nothing I really, like, well, I'm looking at Chris Jericho, that he's kind of hot. Like, I'll watch AEW for that.
Oh my God, you're saying a man in his 50s is hot? I'm going to have a heart attack.
Put me in your will. No, I know. I know. I gave Drake a hard time because Drake's 40. I said, dude, you're too old. I've told 25-year-old guys they're too old. Yeah, no, Chris Jericho was cute. He's cute for look, he put $2,500 in Necro Butcher's GoFundMe.
Yes, he did. Yes,
I feel as though maybe I should extend. Maybe I should thank him. No, I'm joking. Does he need a thank him?
What are we doing?
Moral turpitude.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But no, like, yeah, man. I can honestly say again, me and Rich have been fans for forever. The weekend you just had proved that these companies should definitely be looking at Jasmin St. to be on their shows.
Thank you.
I mean, you got pops every time you came out. People knew you right away, and people seen you in action right away. It wasn't even like you didn't take even like 5 minutes in that match. You were already whacking people.
Because I told you it's FAFO. I don't fuck around, but we work well because a lot of those things, like we know wrestling is not fake. It's choreographed, right? And this is something Steve Regal taught me a long time ago. And William Regal, Lord William Regal. But he, you got to get the chemistry with people. And the first thing I always do with people is I thank them as soon as it's done, but I always check on whoever I came. You have to. This is why Danny, I was ready to smack Danny, not that I'm going to, because he's someone I'd like to manage one day. When he said that I screwed up North Korean assassins back.
Yeah, no, that was the fire, sweetheart. That wasn't you.
Because I'm like 100 pounds. How much damage could I really do? But, I've laid it into people before. It depends. Like you say, lay it in. I really am going to lay it in. And I like the way that arena is because when that thing cracks, you hear it.
Yeah.
And I think the girls got off on it. There's this really cute fan. Was it Marissa? And she's adorable. Like, it was funny seeing as many females in that place that we did. It reminds me of being in Japan. There's like a 5-year-old girl in the audience with her parents. There are lots of cute women in the audience, even at these shows, at the deathmatch shows. which I think is great, you know. And then you have pretty girls working there, like, you know, Angel Metro is doing deathmatch wrestling, and you see what she looks like, obviously, you know, but you know, it's things, you know, like, yeah, Angel Beastler. But then you see, you know, it's a great environment, I think. And I like how the fans are into it. And I feel as though those are good, respectful fans. And it sets a precedent, and it gives a better work ethic. People are really following the storyline. So we're going to come back. We are going to, and whoever else, and we're going to fuck shit up. And that's part of it. Like, I want to manage someone who, either like a younger wrestler that wants to get over. I like working with legends, or just maybe some kind of like something or another that just needs to get that extra oomph, because I'm not there to get myself over. I'm already there. I'm there to like help other people, and that's what a manager does. And if you're not getting them over, you're not doing your job. Yeah,
100%.
And yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. How many minutes was it that I started whacking people?
It was like 5, if that.
3 minutes.
Believe me, because it started off as chaos. Because they started off with the fake, you know, Pondo and Louie were going to go at it. Then he tagged out, but then by like maybe like a minute after that, everybody just got in the ring, and that's when you start whacking on Anthrax in the corner. And then as soon as you hit,
I was whacking. Oh my god!
yeah, and then you hit. Well, that was all right. He was on the opposite team.
Did he like it?
Well, maybe.
Oh, fuck.
But then when you hit stretches, that's when Blakely got involved, and you and Blakely went back and forth. That was great, man. It was a great setup.
Yeah, you know, like I would totally work with them. I didn't realize that was Andrew. Shit, I gotta message him and see if he's okay. I think that they like it. You know, it's just if I see the opportunity here, I see the opportunity.
He's a big boy. He can handle it. I'm sure he's fine.
I wonder if there are any of these wrestlers that actually get turned on by this type of thing. But like,
I'm sure there's one or two.
We could probably have a whole show about that.
What?
We could probably have a whole show about that.
I mean, which wrestlers like getting whacked with the Singapore cane? I want to know, like, who would actually pay extra for that. I don't want to do that, but
you hit me with the cane on Saturday. No, on Sunday.
You're asking me to hit you harder, and it would just really, you know, bro. Like, what is it with? Yeah, okay,
bro.
I mean, I'm kind of mad at myself that I've been hit with everything but you. So now that's got to happen. Yeah, you got to hit me with the cane next.
October, I could hit you with it. I could probably hit you with
please.
Please. If did Angel Metro ever hit you with anything?
Yes, hit me with a tube a couple of weeks ago. That's what set the internet on fire, that I'm killing the business.
Yep.
I thought it was cute when she hit you with the tube. I thought it was like the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
Aww. It might be.
Wacky world of wrestling, you never know.
That it is.
Yeah. Well, you never know, because look, I was finally nice to Drake.
Right? As the world turns. As the wacky world turns.
Yeah. Yeah. I like seeing him.
Hey, good times.
Yeah.
I don't mean was the word you wanted to use, but that's fine.
I don't want to peg him, but I would like to cane.
Wow.
My.
I don't do that type of thing, but I would cane him for sure. I think he'd like it.
That's good. That's good enough.
That's a fair median.
So, you were saying about working other places, and you know, me and Rich have been GCW fans. I've been a GCW fan from the beginning, literally. It would be nice to see Mr. Lauderdale give you a shot there one day. I
would love that. Like, I know Missy Hyatt and I used to work together a lot in 3PW and other places. We had really good chemistry. I would work with anyone. Like, I watched the product. I like Marcus Mathers. There's also that little Rich faction, you know?
Yeah, Rich and Powerful with Mason and Paro.
You also have Wasted Youth.
Wasted Youth. That'd be good.
I could escort them into moral turpitude and fuck everything up. and make them win. Yeah.
And again, those two we've seen go pretty hard too. So they would definitely be into, maybe not every death match, but they'll go hard every now and then, and it'd be, a nice switch up.
Yeah, I mean, now and again, even if it's just a hardcore match, and it's what the manager is out there for. And if someone doesn't want to sell, I could always make them sell.
Yeah.
I remember watching Sherry Martel, and I could kind of pick up that when she was managing younger wrestlers, if someone wasn't selling, I think she would have them feed the wrestlers to her, and she would make them sell. I worked with her my very first mixed tag match years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, of course, years ago. But she was really nice, and we had a lot of fun. It was at the Milwaukee Metal Fest, I think, and it was her, is myself and the Blue Meanie, and Doink the Clown, one of the many Doink the Clowns. But it was a fun little match.
Nice.
Yeah.
She was definitely, before Woman, she was definitely my favorite. But once Woman came around, she was my favorite woman manager forever.
Would you start stalking her too?
No, man, I hung out at ECW. We were actually cool.
Yeah, she seemed like that. And I know it was, it's been 20 years, I think, that tragic incident happened. Was it 20 years? And it was really horrible and so sad.
God, it is almost 20. What's it, like 17?
Yeah, it was just such a tragedy. I remember reading about that. It was so shocking. And, I just remembered watching her on TV and just all like Kevin Sullivan, like the whole little thing they had. And that's when I kind of fell in love with factions at that time. And then I managed a faction in XPW, the very first faction they had, the Hierarchy. That's what it was.
Yeah.
We had Cole Bass and a couple of other guys. So it wasn't like, I always remember, like now it's like, I forgot that I managed a faction. I'm like, oh yeah, shit. That's like the first thing I ever did, really. Aside from feuding with Francine. And Francine was great to work with that day. She's really cool. Dawn Marie's very nice. I'm glad that she's out there, which reminds me, I have to message her. She has her little crystals that she does. So
yeah, Dawn Marie does, yeah.
Yeah, I like to buy things from friends and people in the business. So I support her business. April Hunter, I bought soaps from her. I buy things from the guys now and again, like bikinis. I just bought an Akira bikini. Buying Tim Strange one. I get some things from Lou Nixon now and again. I don't pay for them though. But I bought that last t-shirt he put out.
All right, yeah, that was a badass shirt.
I know. So yeah, I always I get things from a lot of the girls because I know they have their little side hustles, and I'm always all about doing things like that. Even if I can't use it, I'll get it for someone who can.
All right. Yeah. Side 3X if you want to buy me anything.
Well, also, what about Jeannie Bisson from Glow? She was on my show. She has soaps, like really cool soaps.
Really?
It's always like these hot girls with like the jewelry and like the soaps and the skin stuff. It's a funny correlation. I wonder if like my perfume was like strong enough when I was out ringside at H2O. Because I sprayed so much on.
I mean,
I don't know. I didn't notice.
That I don't know.
That's how strong the smell was.
In the most friendly way possible. You were slaying in that black dress.
Thank you. The fan bought it for me.
Oh, and he was happy to see it.
It was too big still though. It's like a size extra small. I gotta take it in way more now. So I'm gonna take it back to the tailor and have him like size it smaller.
But
and shorter.
We'll mess with Paul. We'll mess with Paul, but Paul was a good dude, man. I was nice to meet him for the first time. I had seen him around. I just never actually, hi, I'm Joe. Nice to meet you kind of thing. It was nice to meet him.
He's a good person, and he does a lot. Like he supports the girls a lot, like Angel Amoroso and this girls, myself, and like he likes it, and he's been a really super loyal fan. He liked J Love as well. And that's like one person I really like working with, and I was so excited when she first came back to XPW. I'm like, oh cool, someone I could work with, and I don't think it worked out. So hopefully eventually she can come into X-Brand and we could use some stuff, because I'd love to have her. She's a great asset to any locker room. She has a lot to bring to a show.
She looks like she would be. It's a shame we've never gotten to see her really on the East Coast.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Justin about that and try to get her out for something because she has a lot to bring in, and I think booking her in a storyline for a few shows would be fun. That's someone I'd like to work with. I mean, I don't know if GCW. I think they could probably use managers, and it seems like it's making a comeback at some places, and especially with like all the blood and glass and all the hardcore stuff. You don't like. I know one thing: no one walks in heels and glass like I
There you go.
do. Maybe you,
again. We definitely witnessed that.
but running around the ring, like hitting someone. Oh, can I go over there and do it too? It's like so graceful.
I was shocked.
We got to get Jasmin at the sweet party.
What's that?
Oh yeah.
What do you mean? What's that?
No, what is it?
All right, so every weekend, so when GCW has the showboat weekends, one of our good friends, Nick, always gets a suite, and we throw a party where basically all the people that you met at H2O and all the wrestlers that work the show basically all hang out all night and, just party. And the thing about it that we always tell people, it might sound like, oh, you're like party, but like the vibe of the party is something that I've never seen really in my life, where you never hear a voice raise. You never hear someone complain. It's literally the definition of a party where everybody's just having fun.
Is it like people, is there disco music, people dancing and stuff? I'll go. I mean,
I'm there. Are you serious? You got to hear some of the shit I put on and start just dancing. I tried to get fucking everybody going, moving up there.
ABBA, voulez-vous?
We put on Kenny Loggins, for Christ's sake.
Duran Duran?
Yeah. And then we'll mix in some fucking death metal too, but it just happens.
Oh, that's perfect. Like every death metal musician I know, because I used to interview a lot of bands for different shows. In their tour bus, they'd always have disco music. I think it was Shadows Fall. They had like a little, oh no, it was In Flames. They had like a little disco globe going in the bus.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to kick it and go nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I would go hang out for a little bit, especially if like foreign friends are in there too. So yeah, I've got.
You should have seen how happy Big Joe was after that weekend, man. He wants to come back every weekend now.
Joe, yeah, he's cool. I like him. He's a good guy, and I was happy when he came over to the States to work. And I'm happy Lou Nixon is getting a good crack. And I expect to see a lot of good things. Lou, I could probably see him working AEW or something one day. Yeah,
I mean, look at the weekend that he's got that we're about to talk. He's got Flophouse, RPW, and GCW in a 3-day span, and that's big.
Yeah, it is. It's a really big.
That's great exposure. And like I said, nobody can deny it. GCW is the biggest independent company, and to end his weekend that Sunday, with them, possibly winning a deathmatch tournament, possibly winning another crazy match. The dude can be on top of the world by the end of August.
I think he will be, and I also have a lot of faith that Joe's going to be doing a lot of big stuff as well too. Yeah, but they're nice kids. I remember when they first came over to work and how humble they were. And I eventually, I don't know what my goal is with wrestling. I know right now, I like working. I like being a part of it. And I get doors or the new tables and stuff like that. So, and that's one thing, I have no problems taking big bumps if it makes sense and it's not gratuitous. And also who's doing it? Neville Butcher got pissed when he saw that video of me getting pushed through the door. He was like, who did that? Who is it? Is it some indie guy we don't know? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, relax. It was Missy Hyatt's husband. It's fine.
But, oh, well.
What can you do?
You do you.
Do another door spot. Yeah. God.
I would love to see that. In fact, I would love to put you through the door, but that's another story.
Wow.
Now, you're my GM. You got to help me with this asshole Chando problem. But we'll do that off the podcast. But just know I'm going to be on your phone.
Okay, don't annoy me like too much with this.
Oh, I'm gonna fanboy you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I leave for Europe next month to do some things, and I have my toy in south of France that I hang out with. He's like fucking guy, like I don't know.
Come on, let's hear
Like
it.
a quarter of an inch of fat over your trunks is no good.
This fucking girl.
A quarter
Just
inch.
when she puts yourself, just when she makes your self-esteem go up, it goes right down.
Well, no, that's different on you, but this is a guy that's supposed to look like a gladiator, an athlete with a chiseled face, which he has. It's not as chiseled like some people's, but chiseled, perfect, a fine nose, high cheekbones, and then it's like looking at a pool boy you can't swim, and yeah.
I'm speechless, Rich. I don't know what to say on that.
I don't know what to say either. I don't know.
I don't usually lose words, and I'm just like, oh.
So basically, if you don't have a six-pack, so no six-pack,
you
no
need a
Jasmin.
six-pack to get. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone knows that. I was telling Veronica that one day. It was some 22-year-old kid that was after me, and then I told him he was fat, and she's like, "You're such an asshole. It's baby fat." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
She still didn't care, not even a little bit. Look at her face. Smile.
No, I did
Poor
care.
kid.
I did care.
He's probably getting lipo right now. That kid.
I told him to go get cool sculpted.
I was so kidding.
What? Well, look, when I had 3PW, you saw how the girls looked. They were all skinny.
Yeah, I know.
Talia, or AKA Velvet Sky. April Hunter was fit as hell. Missy Hyatt, she had her boobs.
Listen, 25-year-old me was going to those shows, and it wasn't just for the wrestling.
It really?
No, I'm just kidding. I was going for the wrestling.
Oh, I thought it was a wet t-shirt contest or something, or the dance
off. I mean, that helped.
Oh, the one with, yeah, me and Missy had those. We had the dance offs. We had then I did the panties and pasties match with George, which was fun.
I love Philadelphia.
I know, you guys were wild. It was always a wild time. And, it's like that H2O arena reminds me of the old ECW arena. It's just very it's close and people know each other and everyone's there to have a good time. I had a blast being there and I really enjoyed the fans coming out. And they were fun. They were a lot of fun to talk smack with and stuff. And I loved seeing Shadow there. He was having a good time. It's funny. He had a great time at the backyard show, but there are so many people there left and right at that backyard show, buying stuff at a backyard. I'm like, this is crazy. I never seen people buy so many things at a backyard show.
Again, one of the things about that is the fans that were there were some of the there was some really hardcore fans there. Like you said, they will just buy up everything. They'll try to support everywhere they can, and that's how you want to. They're the people you want.
The photographer was really nice. He paid for a shirt. We weren't going to charge him, but he wanted to buy one anyway. And Shadow was very grateful. He's really nice. When I was in Japan, I know that we all went out to eat and he actually paid for me, treated me, and he treated Pondo, which is really sweet, because he didn't have to do that. I always take my own money when I go out places, not on a date though. I take enough to tip the girl at the front at the coach check. But if I'm on a date, I never take any. I'm not going to take
fucking. See, now these guys know.
Now they know.
But with Shadow, he's very nice. I wasn't going to take advantage of people like that.
No, he was. That was the first time I ever actually got to speak to him in person, and he definitely was a nice guy. Yeah,
so is Pondo. Pondo's great, and he's out there doing his thing, and it's an honor to work with guys like that.
Yeah.
But that stop sign weighed so much. I swear to God, it must have weighed 100 pounds or something.
So it was heavier than you, is what you're saying.
Yeah, or like it felt like that because the one in California was light. But this one was a heavy one. It's like a real. I think it's a real stop sign.
No, it is.
It totally
Oh,
is. No, that's a real
Yeah,
stop
it's not a
sign.
gimmick stop sign. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'll start lifting stop signs in the street then. Like I'll rip one off and just start lifting it and see if they like stop me.
See?
If they ask me, I'll say, "Look, it's for practice to hold
That's
up."
all. The perfect excuse. I'm a wrestler. Leave me alone.
It's a good enough reason.
I'll try and see what happens.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. So you had Angel Metro on the podcast last night. How did that come about?
I saw her on your show, but I saw her like on the Deathmatch Elite Wrestling boards quite a bit. So I was like, I always saw her and I thought she was very pretty. And she's not like what you expect in a ring doing death matches. And she
Yeah,
was
no.
fun. I had no idea there was really a Cocaine Bear like museum until she came on. It was interesting.
Yeah, she compared me to that cocaine bear.
Yeah, I wonder why, but she was fun and she's really cute, I thought, and she's someone I think should be like she should be at like X-Brand. She took right in.
Yeah.
More will be revealed on that front.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was funny. Like I guess Hondo hit her with a stop sign before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was busted up. She was busted up pretty good with that one too.
Yeah, she told me. So hopefully one day she'll take a cane from me.
Yeah, because she's fought Reed. She's had matches lined up with Murdoch, but something's always come up. So hopefully they get the fight. But yeah,
I like him. That's someone I like to work with.
He's great.
Yeah, he's
Ooh.
top of his game.
Why didn't we think of that? That's a good idea for GCW.
Ooh.
Jasmin with Murdoch.
The plot thickens.
How did that?
The
Right?
plot thickens.
More ideas come flowing in.
I'm open to anything at this point for GCW because I like Brett Lauderdale a lot as a person. Like he's worked really hard, and you know how he built up his brand. I really respect that because it's tough, you know. And he's a businessman. He keeps to himself and he does his stuff.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, me and Rich never have a bad word to say about Lauderdale. He's treated us all good.
Hi, Brett.
I like his last name. Hi, Brett. Is that really his last name? Like Lauderdale? That's cool.
We're not breaking every kayfabe thing on here. Jesus.
Well, okay, but yeah, I just met him once, and it was not under the best. Not because of him. It's just this wrestler I was standing there with was very nasty to him. I thought it wasn't very nice, but you know, I was just caught up in the middle of it.
Yeah. Well, we got plenty of time to work on plenty of things.
I feel like we're planning. It's gonna be perfect. I want to go on the Jericho cruise next year.
I've been wanting to do that myself.
Yeah, do it.
Rich, you ever think about doing that?
I have thought about it, but I'm in like I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Just depends.
I mean, because it's weird. Because I've done like every type of vacation but a cruise in my life.
I've never been on a cruise either. All right.
Yeah, it's weird. Like it's not like it was like not affordable. It's just something I never did.
I guess the opportunity just never
have to
presented
do
itself. We'll think about it. I'm not opposed.
If you don't like someone, what do? You're gonna throw them over the boat? Like where do you go?
Gonna throw you off the boat.
They have a nice setup. I've actually watched the shows that they've had on there, and they're actually pretty good. The setup was. They got like
experience.
They throw people in the pool and shit, and like use some of the furniture. Whatever.
Yeah, I could see you doing that.
The good thing about the Jericho Cruise is it's usually not just AEW people too. He does bring other indie people, which winds up making it even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna message him again or message his message the guy to do that. But that was a generous donation from him and Nick Nemeth for Necro Butcher. That was really sweet. And everyone, like all the workers and everyone, whether it was $5 or $2 or $5,000, it was really sweet of everyone to chip in the way they did.
Yeah, it would. Listen, I mean, you were the catalyst behind that. The shirts, tons of people bought the shirts. I wanted to make sure me and my son wore our shirts, not just for you, but for Kondo too, and for Necro. Trying to, just, whatever we can do to help. He'll do his own thing for now. We'll see what happens with Necro in the future, but hope he gets better.
Yeah, me too.
Great
You're
stuff.
adorable. I know, right? We're just so fabulous. Aren't we all just so special?
Needs, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah, something like that.
We're not special needs. Okay. Yeah, no.
I'm only kidding. No, we're good like
It's the tizzle.
it. It could be the tism, the Party Marty tism.
It could be.
I don't know what that is, but I'm really scared.
You met Party Marty, right?
Briefly, yeah. I mean, there are a lot of weirdos. Now he's not weird, but like there are a lot of weirdos out there. Yeah. But he seemed normal, right?
I mean,
Wow.
as normal as the tism can make you.
He's a good kid.
I don't know about this. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of them out there. Hold on, I'm sorry. I just forgot that But yeah, so he seems nice and I met a lot of people. I still don't know which one Mittens is. I don't know if I have a photo with
Oh God.
and Matt Tremont's like such a quiet person, it was really weird. I thought he'd be like a lot like, I don't know, not loud and annoying.
No, but he was probably focused in on like owner mode.
I thought he'd be like a little bit bigger. I thought like it'd be his big boisterous personality because of his wrestling style. That's why.
Yeah.
But he's a very quiet, humble person, and he runs a good business. And the fact that he had a dog named Sullivan was even better. I'm obsessed by the dog.
Sully is a good dog.
I think of like Sully Erna or something. Like from what is it? What was Sully Erna in? What band was that? Who?
Godsmack? No.
Yeah, I met him. No.
Sully is. Wait, am I right?
It is Godsmack.
Yeah, it is Godsmack. Yeah. See? Maybe I should have smoked before this.
Yeah, it is them. I met him and his wife once. I forgot, like it was at some convention, a horror convention. Yeah, but I feel, huh?
What the fuck are you reading?
I feel really bad for Anthrax, so I'm doing the thing I always do first. I'm just going to make sure I check on him.
That was very nice of you.
Well, he has cats, so he's got to, be in good condition for the cats.
I mean, always got to look out for the cats.
The pussy, yes. You got to look out for the pussy always, because if you don't, then you're a bad cat parent.
I knew it was going to happen. I didn't want to be the one to do it.
But be a bad cat parent?
No, say pussy.
Oh, I did it. It's okay. I did it for us. But yeah, no, I this is like, it's been a great weekend. And I think it's been, and I like the whole wrestling scene out there at H2O and the promoters. I think it's a lot to be said for people like that.
Good. I'm glad we had a great experience.
We had a great weekend.
What else do you got coming soon? What do you got coming soon? That's already, announced.
Primos Wrestling in Colorado on Sunday. And then after that, I'm over in the UK for Bleeding Gums in Scotland.
Oh, all right.
And then after that, Championship Extreme Wrestling in August. And I'll probably find other things in between.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll start having GCW dance. I don't know.
We'll see. We shall
We
see.
do try.
You manifested and you threw it out there into the universe. So,
Fucking right.
yeah.
This is what we do.
I mean, I don't know how long this run will be, but it'll be great to have another good run for another year or two and, you know, have fun at it. Oh, then I go back to Japan at the end of October.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah. And then Drake's going to win the lottery.
Oh my
And
God,
then-
Drake stuff.
Oh, yeah.
What, Drake?
Huh?
Winning the lottery?
Drake?
He won the lottery?
No, he didn't win the lottery yet. You know. Yeah. She thought he won the lottery, and the fucking bottle wasn't the only thing wet in the room.
True.
That's true. I'm guilty.
I got a nose for these things.
Oh my God, through the fucking iPad screen.
That's great.
Yeah.
Such good stuff.
Yeah, the only bad thing, there is one bad thing, and you know, these goddamn wrestlers, somebody better put somebody in the fucking rings of Saturn.
Yes.
Well, that's
Multiple
Very
chants
upset.
over the weekend. Multiple chants.
of rings of Saturn.
At all three
Multiple
shows.
promise. If we don't get a rings by like mid-July, we're doing it to Jasmin.
No, you're not. Oh no, you're not. Oh, no,
No,
we're not.
I already know what. If I don't get it, I'm just going to do it to Mittens
You can do it with Marty.
I don't know.
or Party Marty. Yeah, we still have the fucking F5 Party Marty into the rings.
That's right. I was supposed to do it at the last sweet party, but
Yeah,
I didn't make it.
that's all right. That's why we ain't going nowhere.
Past my bedtime. Yeah. Who else you got coming up on the podcast?
This week, this Wednesday, Rachel Cavalli comes on. She'll be on Crazy Train. That's the one that drops every Wednesday. Crazy Train with a K. The week after that, it's Disco Inferno. Then Cherie Curry from the Runaways. Next Monday, I have April Hunter, and then Veronica of Love the week after. I kind of like book those in the middle of the week sometimes, so I'll know more like Thursday who's up. And, you know, it's just easy to subscribe to my podcast on YouTube, Crazy Train Podcast. It's Crazy with a K.
I'll definitely put that in
Yes,
the description.
Usually every Monday, to just to, you know, have a good time, but definitely I was definitely, you know, sidetracked yesterday. So I'm sorry for that, but I am going to watch.
It's okay. I mean, that happens. It was for a good reason. And then every Wednesday, Crazy Train Podcast with Jasmin St on iTunes, Spotify, all that. And just, you know, feel just rate and review because it's fun. And, you know, that's it. That's really all it is.
I love it.
Oh, I do.
I love it.
I'm very happy to have met you. You're a fun one.
Yeah.
Thank you. I try.
You've been very good to us, Jasmin. Thank you.
No
Yeah.
problem. You guys have been good to
I
me.
don't even know. We may not have even said that, but even Jasmin helped us set this up.
This is
whole
true.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, I cursed you off at first. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Bro, come on, bro. I could see like that. Those things. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun abusing you, though. That was the whole thing, was the abuse.
Like you said, I think I do like it. I just don't admit it.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
You gotta keep some secrecy.
You have to. So I'm gonna have to pop out for dinner.
Oh,
I'm
that's
eating.
good.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yo, please get it the fuck off. In fact, order extra. I love you. I love messing with you.
Live from New York City. Woo!
Well, Jasmin, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you.
Definitely.
Anytime. We'll do it again in August after the other shows, and we'll see how it goes.
Nice.
Love it. All right, America. This has been the WrestleDeath podcast. We love you, and be safe, be well, and I was going to say something, but never mind.
Just fucking say it.
Trump 2024. That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, Trumpy baby, Trumpy. Woo! I love Trump. Trump is hot. Yes.
Trump is hot.
Trumpy baby.
And on that note, we'll see you next week.
Joe, you should have seen him when we drove by the golf course.
Oh God.
Oh my
Really
goodness.
imagine, dude.
Oh my
That's
God.
awesome.
Stoked.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't it. Then we drove past a bus stop, and these guys sitting there. I'm like, Trumpy baby, 2024. They just looked up at me like, what the?
I wish
awesome.
I could have recorded that. Oh my God. Good times.
Definitely. And guess
All right,
what?
America.
More to come.
So much more to come. All right, America. Peace out.